Dean of Students.
And these are our arrival and dismissal procedures.
Hello, Elm Lawn families. We are so excited to welcome you and your children to the drop-off lane at arrival. So when you come here in the mornings, we use lane 2 for drop-off. There are some times where we get backed up where there will be a staff member in an orange vest to direct you to lane 1 or to lane 2. But in the morning, we prioritize using lane 2. So when you come, you'll pause at the crosswalk to see if there's a staff member there to wave you through. And if there is someone waving you through, you'll go all the way to the front and keep pulling up as far as you can. We want to make sure that our students will get out on the right side of the car, because on the left side, we don't know if there's going to be a car coming on the other side. So for safety, we want to make sure that your child gets out on the right side of the car. Your child will then walk down the crosswalk or the sidewalk to the crosswalk to be safely sent across by another staff member. Now, something to practice with your child is how to independently get out of the car. We do have staff members available in the morning for supervision to help kids get out of the car, but it helps make our process speedy and efficient when our kids have the independence to get out in the car by themselves. That means having their backpack ready, all their items ready, so they're ready to get out of the car and get to school. That just helps with our efficiency, and it's really important to practice that at home.
I'm here to talk to you about dismissal. Now, one thing about dismissal I'm going to ask, please do not arrive to pick up your child. If you're picking them up by car and using our lanes, please do not arrive before 2:30. We have buses that actually need to access and get through these lanes, and if we have cars there, then someone has to take the time to come out of our building to come talk to the someone in the car to ask them to leave and loop back around so our buses can get through. So please don't arrive before 2:30. That just really makes sure that we can keep all of our staff inside focused on students, and also make sure that our buses are able to get to kind of drive through the lanes without needing to interrupt you. So not before 2:30. Thank you. All right, let's talk a little bit about what it looks like. So we use both lanes for our dismissal. A little bit different than arrival. We use both lanes. If your oldest child or only child is in kindergarten, first or second grade, you're going to use lane 1. All right, so if you have just a kindergartner, just a first grader, just a second grader, or your oldest child is in kindergarten, first or second grade, you're going to go ahead and use lane 1, all right, for pickup. If you have a third or a fourth grader, you're going to use lane 2. So even if you have a kindergarten, first and second grader, and you also have a third and or fourth grader, you're going to use lane 2. All right, that just kind of helps us be able to split our cars a bit and we get double the students out here at the same time. We're going to ask that you have a little sign that you keep in your car that says who you're picking up and what grade level they're in. All right, so you're going to just have a little sign, and you can put multiple students on one sign if you're picking up your siblings, and you're going to put your student name or names and their grade level or grade levels on the sign. And then that way, when we have staff members out here who are checking to see who you're picking up, it's really easy. You don't need to tell them. You don't need to roll down your window and let them know. And also, if it takes a couple of times to call for your student or students, they're not having to bother you over and over again. So just have this and keep it inside your car, student names and grade levels. You'll hold that up, and then we'll have staff members with a radio out here. They will be radioing inside the building into the gym where your children are waiting. And then our staff in the gym will send your student out, and we will bring your student right to you at your car. There's no need for you to get out. In fact, for safety reasons, we want you to remain in your car, and we will have your child come on the right side, just like arrival in the morning. They'll come to the right side and they'll enter your car on the right side. Please don't ask your student to get out, to go around to the left side, because we've got cars coming. We've got cars coming up behind you. We might have cars coming to the left of you. We want to make sure everybody stays safe. So please only use the right side. That includes you, families. We will ask that you don't exit the car to help your child in. That's why growing that independence is so important. When we follow these kinds of things, we make sure everybody stays safe. So thanks for helping us out with that. that could be something to practice this weekend as you're getting ready for the first day of school. Hello families, I'm here with one more reminder and safety ask. My reminder is that our parking lot is reserved for staff and visitors who are actually going into the building. So please don't use our parking lot for any sort of like arrival or dismissal purposes. Please use our lanes for dropping off your kids. Please use our lanes for picking up your kids. If you are someone that wants to meet your child on the playground, we absolutely encourage that. We welcome that. We just ask that you use parking in one of our neighborhood streets and then come to the playground. Please don't park in our parking lot and then walk to our playground. Here's the reason for that. First of all, any more of that movement that we have means that our attention of our supervising staff moves from the purposes of why they're out here to making sure that people who are trying to access other areas are safe. And we want to make sure that our supervisory staff can keep their attention on the arrival and dismissal processes that we have in place. Particularly, and this is really important, particularly we sometimes have families that park in our parking lot and then walk in front of traffic to access other parts of our school. And I understand why, but that really can create some unsafe situations. We have cars that are pulling out and heading out, and if we have families or students who are crossing in front of them, that can be unsafe. And like I said, it can then also sort of distract our supervisory staff as they're looking and trying to make sure people are safe kind of in this area as well. If for some reason you do need to cross into the parking lot, please, please, please use our crosswalk by the front entrance or use our sidewalks along there so that we're not crossing in front of traffic. All right? Thank you so much. That will help keep all of us safe here at Elm Lawn. We want to make sure you're safe. We want to make sure all of our students are safe. And we are so excited to welcome you.